So good morning. First of all, I want to wish President Trump a happy birthday. Maybe many people don't know, but it's no coincidence to me that President Trump's birthday is on Flag Day. That's quite an amazing coincidence. Secondly, I want to honor President Trump before I do anything here. Without President Trump, we would not have had a country left to defend. He saved this country. And I like to say to anyone that's running against him, first, you should honor him for what he did. If you think you can do better after that, that's up to you. But President Trump, he's well versed. He ended all the threats to us without firing a single shot. So this day, on Flag Day, everything is dedicated to him and thanks to him. We can't wait until 2024 and really hope to survive. There's too many people coming into the country, so we have to act now. While President Trump campaigns, we have to pick up the slack and finish the fight that he started. We must reclaim our sovereignty in God's name before it's too late. The call has come. Time is running out to rescue our nation. We the people, the inheritors of our founding fathers' decrees, must determine now what happens between the hands of the clock. Our politicians are not keeping time by the same clock as those who are determined to destroy us. Now is the time to confront this enemy, this Goliath, who is eroding our nation, our values, our families, our beliefs. While his power and strength seems impenetrable, it's an illusion. Victory does not depend on what our enemies do, nor does victory is independent of them altogether. Rather, it is what we do, what steps we take to overcome this beast who will harvest victory regardless of actions and attempts to defy us or deter us. If we continue to react to their misguided, godless efforts and respond to each infraction upon our rights, if we get caught up in this minutia, we will lose our focus on what actions we must advance in order to guarantee our victory over tyranny. It's not too late. Too many people believe that the time is past and that we're all now facing the abyss. Don't worry. We're not too late. We're right on time. God's time, when it is always darkest before the dawn. The dawn begins when the first light shines over the horizon. That one tiny dot, that mere beam, breaks through the dominant, imposing darkness and ignites the spark which becomes the sunlight which lights up the day. George Washington was at Valley Forge. He was at his lowest point. His army was a ragtag army and just got enough training but had hardly any food. Great Britain, on the other hand, enjoyed a large war chest, a well-trained army, and the strongest naval force on the earth. In their arrogance, they felt they were invincible. They let down their guard. And in the darkness of night, Washington crossed the Delaware, emerged from the darkness, flushed them out of their dwellings into the daylight, where he caught them off guard and gained victory. Now we find ourselves at our own Valley Forge, facing an enemy that believes their power is greater than God's, that their laws surpass the moral and righteous teachings of the Bible, and that they, in fact, have exceeded God. That, my friends, is the definition of tyranny. The most corrupt, most immoral, most hateful government which exists in this administration today has declared war on God and all his rulers' laws embodied in our Constitution. Those laws protect us against the godless ones, Satan's armies, who've declared war on God and his children since biblical times. You take God out of the picture, what remains? Tyranny. That is why we must protect an institution from those who would come to power and shred these laws, God's laws, that would deny us our God-given rights. On June 17th, on Flag Day, the symbol of our freedoms, our coat of arms, our triumph over tyranny, our glorious quest, we will cross the Benjamin Franklin Bridge in the cover of the night, flags flying, and march into Philadelphia before the dawn, plant our flags, stake our claim. We will let them know we are going to reclaim our documents of freedom, being held there by an administration who hates America and is determined to destroy everything in America that she stands for, including our documents of freedom. This is the spark that will send the engines of liberty in motion to spread across America, to reawaken our citizenry to their true identity as freedom-loving people for liberty and justice for all. We cannot let them destroy the vision that our founders and Martin Luther King to make sure that this would be a nation of liberty and justice for all. America has awakened. This is our shot to be heard around the world to those who no longer fear our resolve. America is back, and even greater than before. This is our shot, which will be heard around the world, that America is back to those who no longer fear our resolve. And it's even greater than before under the leadership of President Trump. One of the real meetings why we're going down there, I can't understand why we couldn't hold our convention in that Philadelphia Convention Center. That's where all our documents of liberty are founded. That's where our country started this battle from. That's a sanctuary city, and they're holding everything hostage. And we're marching in there to let them know not only are we going to hold a convention there in the future under Donald Trump, but we're going to come back and make sure those documents are under our purview, not yours. And that's where we're marching in. We're the first group. We're the ones that are staking out our claim. We're going ahead of all the rest. We're the scouts that are going in and to let them know what's coming to them.